Welcome to this PowerPoint on evidence and examples. If an essay is like an argument, then to win an argument and to prove your point, you need evidence. Evidence is when we provide proof that what we are saying is right. So how to win the argument? If you believe something and you are attempting to convince someone else, you have to give reasons for them to believe you are right. If I make the statement, Mel Gibson is the best actor in the world, I'm going to have to support it. So what kind of evidence could I possibly give? Well, I could give quotes from experts. Now, if I'm trying to prove that Mel Gibson is the best actor in the world, I bet the experts I should consider would be other actors and maybe drama critics. If I give the evidence, I may need to paraphrase it, which means putting other people's words into my own words. I can give examples. I can give facts and statistics, which are numbers. 90% of people in the world think that Mel Gibson is brilliant, therefore he must be a great actor. I can give you charts and graphs. That's actually pictorial evidence, so evidence that comes in pictures, just like this graph that you can see on the page now. Or I can give anecdotal evidence, which is evidence in the form of a story. So I could tell you something about something that Mel Gibson has done in his acting career that proves that he is a good actor. Pictorial evidence and statistical evidence tend to be things we'll see in science reports. But in English essays, we tend to use only three kinds of evidence: quotes, paraphrasing, and general examples. A quote is a word-for-word rewriting of something someone has said or written. We use inverted commas to show that we are not just using our own words. And you can leave words out of a quote as long as you remember to show they should have been there. You use the 3 dots, its real name is ellipses, to show this. Mel Gibson said, "The only way to maintain a moderate sum of happiness in this life is not to worry about the future or regret the past too much." Notice I put it in inverted commas, and to be able to cut out the beginning of the quote, I used the 3 dots or the ellipses. Paraphrasing is when we write what someone else has said into our own words. This can be very useful when we need to write a very long piece of work into a short space, or if we have to write out something difficult and put it into easier terms. So the quote that was said on the page beforehand could be paraphrased into this. Mel Gibson says that really concentrating on the present is the only way to be really happy. Okay, notice I haven't used inverted commas because I haven't quoted. An example is when nothing has been specifically said, but an event has occurred and you can tell us about it. It may take a whole page to explain how the characters run from the villain Octohand, but what you just say is the characters run from the villain Octohand on page 21. Or you are watching a movie. Well, nothing's said at all, but you still have to explain it, don't you? So you could say, the opening of the movie reveals a large plane and the character comes slowly into view as the camera pans or twists right. On this page you can see my breakdown of the Mel Gibson essay. The proposition is, Mel Gibson is one of the best actors in the world. Well, how would I write a paragraph to support this? Well, my topic sentence, my evidence, and my explanation need to relate to each other. My topic sentence is, Mel Gibson knows the importance of concentrating. How would I support this, especially using the quote that I've just said? The quote I've just used actually suggests more about his life philosophy than his acting. So how could I turn it into something that would support him as an actor? Well, I've decided to paraphrase it into Mel Gibson says that really concentrating on the present is the only way to be really happy. And that's a bit tenuous, I think. How can his notion of concentrating on the present instead of the past and the future say anything about his acting at all? Now, this is the point where essays either fall down or actually support themselves, is in your explanation of how your evidence supports your topic sentence. How does my evidence support my topic sentence? Well, even though Gibson sees concentration on the present as important to happiness, it is also a skill that is useful for better acting. Now that you have read all of this, do the tests on quoting and paraphrasing on the main page.